Hey guys, it's me, Fatphobia, and I'm back today with another video. Today is going to be Big Chungus in this one. And yeah, alright, let's do it. Big Chungus!
Jungle, the Chungus sleeps tonight. Big Chungus is a meme on Reddit.
All you ladies pop your fupa like this. Shake your body, don't stop, don't miss. All you ladies pop your fupa like this. Shake your body, don't stop, don't miss. Just do it, do it, do it, do it, do it now.
There's nothing morally wrong about being cringy. People call things cringy when they stand out.
This is my soapbox, okay? Cringe is fascism. You know why? Okay. The reason why people call things cringy is because they are so devastated that they can't express that level of vulnerability. That you're just like letting yourself be so deeply earnest about like whatever joke you're making or whatever feeling that you're expressing, and by them saying that it's cringy, they know that they're hitting you in a vulnerable place. And this is the way that people get take themselves out of the revolution, right? Because you have to have earnestness and imagination in order to be revolutionary, right? Oh my god, I could talk about this forever. I really could, but cliff notes.
Okay. See, throw it back, start a riot. See, throw it back, start a riot. See, throw it back, start a riot.
I'm so fucking sick and tired of the Photoshop. Show me something natural. This video is for Mia Khalifa and Mia Khalifa only. If you are not Mia Khalifa, please go somewhere else. I will wait. Okay, Mia. So, I like you. I'm not going to shy away from that fact. I think you are an amazing person. But I have seen you post body positivity stuff like this, and I was curious if you know about the fat liberation movement. I was just informed about it by some of the nice people in my TikTok comments and messages, such as Curious Defiant. I'll tag her below. And a lot of the videos show how body positivity has kind of been stolen by has been stolen by skinnier people when it was designed for bigger people. And I know Mia Khalifa is always down for learning and educating herself, and I feel like this is something that you, Mia, and if anybody else is watching would really get behind. So if it's something that you're interested in, I would look into it. And I'm tired of people being mean to you about you not being truly body positive, because I know you want it to be.
Told me I was awful and that shit did not faze me. Tell me how I stuck it in my memory is hazy. You're my favorite rapper now, yeah, dude, I better.
This is my announcement that I'm fat and I'm perfectly okay with that. And if you're not, find a new fucking hobby.
A lot of TikTokers who show what their bellies look like before and after eating. They're a little bloated, whatever, just to show that it's fine to have a bloated tummy and it doesn't always look flat. And that's so great. There's such a place for that. There's not a lot of TikTok showing bellies that just always look like that. Like, let me show you. This is what my belly looks like all the time. I have not just eaten. I do not need to take a shit. I am not bloated. This is what it looks like all the time. Any skin tight thing I wear, you're gonna see this. It's not like a, oh, push it in, suck it out. Like, no, it's just always there. Always there. And this dress isn't even showing it that well. It's all fine and dandy. Look, everybody gets bloated, but people also just have fat. Like, she's always there. My pooch is always there. And that's okay.
Not part of the fat anymore. I used to be fat. I'm 5'9". Okay. But that doesn't mean that
Stop appropriating struggles that aren't your own.
Promoting obesity is what it takes to make other fat people feel hot. Obviously, I'm gonna do that. So yes, I am promoting obesity. Stay mad. Thank you so much.
If you're a fat person who is not trying to lose weight, I love you. Keep it up. I know it's hard and people suck, but I love you.
The sooner you realize that the only reason that you use the word mid-size is to stay on the right side of desirability politics while also gaining empathy from the body positivity community, the better off we'll all be.
Here's your reminder that fatphobia is rooted in racism. As always, if you haven't read this book, go do that. The main thing to understand is that for the last 300-ish years, white folks have been marketing fatness as a black trait. And this is regardless of whether or not black people individually were actually fat. That was irrelevant. The message they spread was that black women specifically were ravenous and uncontrollable, and these barbaric traits made them fat. On the flip side, thinness was marketed as a white trait. Again, regardless of whether or not individual white people were actually thin, that was irrelevant. The idea was that white women specifically were refined and restrained, and this led them to having delicate, thin bodies. Over the years, these messages have become more subtle, but even today, they are still very prevalent in conversations around race, health, capitalism, and poverty.
I genuinely don't know how many times I've had to repeat this, but skinny shaming and fatphobia are not the same thing. Skinny shaming is being bullied for your body. It's body shaming, right? Which fat people experience as well. No matter who gets body shamed, body shaming is bad, okay? Body shaming bad. However, fat people also experience an entirely different part of fatphobia and discrimination that thin people will never experience. You will never ever understand what it's like to be a fat person in America, in the world, because you do not understand what it's like to be persecuted for your body, okay? Medical fatphobia, in the job market, in media, it's everywhere, okay? It's not just us being mocked for our bodies. It's so much more than that, and you guys choose not to listen to us and make it about yourselves.
Okay, so I was looking for that animated villain filter because I was like, but here's the thing. Are any other fat folks having this problem? Hold on. Okay, watch. Are my cheeks pierced? Is this just not wide enough for my face? What is happening? What?
When I first started making body pottery, I realized at some point that I was mostly depicting thinner bodies, which I find problematic because I myself am a fat person. So I switched to doing these fat bodies with rolls and, saggy tummies, and I love them so much. And now they've evolved to include tattoos, and I can't wait to see what else I do with them.
You're right. Not all bodies are healthy. Not all bodies are capable of being healthy. That's why it's ableist to assign morality to health.
I am not a huge fan of cancel culture because I am a huge supporter of calling in conversation rather.
I would very much like to take you at those words and to take a moment to call in conversation with you specifically. I frequently and consistently have enjoyed your content because much of your content is built to be inclusive and to always speak in support of fatter bodies. However, your video about Abercrombie & Fitch missed the mark. You overstepped, and you attempted to align yourself with a source of oppression that you have never experienced. Because you 10 years ago was a thin person, and you now are still a thin person. You have the body of a normal adult woman with a little bit of thickness but a flat stomach, a body where having and showing off your cellulite is appropriate and acceptable, not a body that is systematically oppressed because you're fat, and not a body that is systematically oppressed by brands like Abercrombie & Fitch and have been for decades. So if you want to partner with Abercrombie & Fitch and have a mid-sized moment, do that. But respectfully take a seat about talking about plus-size bodies and fat bodies, and giving a brand credit that it does not deserve and you don't have the right to give.
Fat shit thin people will never understand. Part 2. I swear whenever I go to visit my doctor, there's these 2 chairs in the room, and I always sit in the one with no arms. But I swear to God, it's always these same 2 chairs. I'm afraid of this one. This one is ouchie no-no. I sit in this one. This one's okay. Walking into a waiting room and it looks like this. Yeah, I'ma just stand. I'm sorry, I can't take a seat. I'ma just stand. These chairs at the bank that they want you to sit in while they try and help you, and you're just standing there and they're like, please sit down, and you're like, I would if I could, Janet. When you pull up to the kickback and the only chair they have for you to sit in is this. Or worse, one of these. I'm sorry, but this chair ain't gonna make it, sis. It ain't gonna make it.